Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Lily. I am so happy that you are here with me today. In today's video, I am going to show you some of the junk journals that I just recently made. They are soft cover, grungy paper junk journals. And I have a few here on my tabletop that I'm going to give you a sneak peek before I flip the camera over and give you a preview as to what all of those look like. But they are soft cover. I've made these in the past. They are so pretty. I like to use beautiful decorative fabric on the front cover. They are so nice and feel so good in your hands. They are a perfect size so that you can travel with these. And that's in fact why I made these, because they are perfect for tucking in your bag and taking these on the go, especially if you have any trips planned. So inside, they're also lined with more fun fabric. And then this is the part where I have used a lot of those grungy papers that I've just recently created. And here is another one. So I've used a variety, some fun prints. I've used some of these in the past, and then some beautiful ribbon to tie them closed. They do only have one signature. Anyway, they are so cute. I have a whole bunch of these in my Etsy shop, but I want to share with you and give you ideas on how you can use these in your travels. And then, I also made this one. This one was super fun. It is a cotton canvas. I used a stencil to paint on this beautiful flower, and then I have some satiny silk ribbon that I'm using it to tie it closed. But look at how pretty this is. And I'll show you again once I flip the camera over, but I am so proud of these. I have 2 of these that are hand painted. So stinking cute. And again, inside are all of those, all those junky papers. Anyway, you'll see all of the pages as soon as I flip the camera over. And then there's also a bonus to each one of these journals in my Etsy shop. So with each purchase of one of these journals, I am including a junky kit, and I will give you an idea of what that junky kit looks like. It is just a bunch of awesome goodies that I'm going to throw in for free that will accompany these journals. Items like stamps and junky papers and some of my own handmade ephemera and one of my little house envelope pockets. I will give you a preview as to what all of those junky things, some new, some old, some handmade, in just a moment. But super cute. I have 8 of them in my Etsy shop, and I will have the link to my Etsy shop down below. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I am so happy that you are here with me. So how about we get started? Let's go.
Here is a bird's eye view of all 8 soft fabric covered junk journals. And then you also have a little sneak peek of the junky part of the junky kit, and I'll go through that in just a moment. But first, I want to start by doing a flip through of the journals. I'm going to go by fairly quick because they are all very similar, except of course for the covers. And the papers, even though they were all made the same, they're all very different because of the staining and the dyeing process, and then also the random stamping. So there is some variety to each of these journals, but all quite similar. So I'm showing you here beautiful yellow floral fabric, and there is zigzag stitching all the way around. I also took my pinking shears and then trimmed all around just to kind of give it a really nice finished look with the pinking shears. And I used gold metallic thread for that machine zigzag stitching, and it's just so pretty. It's such a nice little touch. It feels so good in my hands, like I mentioned earlier. It's nice and soft, and the center is a foam core. I will have a video for you linked up above where I show you how I make these beautiful soft cover journals. So I'm going to flip through the pages, and they are so grungy and beautiful. To see how it is that I dye and stain these papers, I do have another video. So if you want to give this a try, it is a lot of fun. I'll tell you right now, it is kind of messy, but it was a lot of fun creating all of these junky papers. I used all kinds of different inks, some DIY, some store-bought, but a lot of fun. And I'll have that video linked for you up above. If you miss the pop-up videos, when they show up in the upper right-hand corner, I'll always have those linked in the description area. If you scroll to the very bottom of the description area, you'll see all of the referenced videos linked down below. But if I miss anything, please let me know if you have any questions. I reply to every single one of my comments, and I try to do so as soon as possible. There are roughly 80 pages in each of these journals. All of the details are listed in my Etsy shop. So don't quote me on the 80 because I can't remember what it is that I put there. Sorry. But so nice. I used stamping. I have a large script stamp that I used. I also used rose stamps, butterflies. This one I used a stencil. So after I had dyed all the papers, I kind of just reached for some stencils that I had nearby. And then I had pre-selected some beautiful stamps from IOD. They're large and they're able to cover a large area at once. And so it was really fun to use those IOD stamps. I'll have a list of supplies that I used down below as well. But all of that information is in a video that I recently made where I gave you a sneak peek to my own personal junk journal. And that's how all of this got started. I have a trip that is coming up later this month, and I wanted to make a junk journal, something that would be easy to carry, something soft, something flexible just like these. And I've made these before, and I just love how they feel, and they are easy to travel with. And even though I don't travel with my journal, I've only ever done it once, and it was in 2019. And I really didn't get a chance to journal in it. It became a placeholder for all of the receipts and postcards and napkins and things like that, all the little ephemera things that we collect on our trips. And so it basically became a holder. I didn't get a chance to journal. And that was the last time. Since then, I have not carried my journal with me. So I thought I'm going to create a new journal, and I was inspired by all of the junky papers and then of course the soft cover journals that I enjoy making. So I made myself my very own soft cover junk journal specifically for this upcoming trip, and I showed you a sneak peek of that journal in one of my last videos. And so then I thought, well, it's a beautiful journal. I just love it. And I'm going to show you at the end of the video. I'm going to show you that journal again because I'm going to give you some ideas or a peek into some of the journaling that I've already started in my own personal journal. Even though I haven't left on my trip, I've kind of already started journaling in it. Just a couple pages, but I needed to kind of get a flow going. And I'll show you that in just a moment. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so after I created my own journal, I thought, well, maybe some of you may be interested in this type of journal. And it's really different from the journals that I've made in the past where all the pages have tuck spots and pockets and side tucks and little clusters and all of the things that I enjoy doing. This is the complete opposite of that. These are blank, somewhat blank because, the pages aren't that blank. But this is what I consider like a blank journal, but they're so fun to look through because look at all of these beautiful, beautiful pages, all the different designs that were created with the stamped images and the dyeing process. So they're beautiful pages as they are, and these will become backgrounds to whatever it is that we journal on these pages, be it pictures, photographs, ephemera, receipts, the things that we love to collect, or even just your own writing. These will be a backdrop to that. And so I decided to make some to put up in my Etsy shop. And that's how I ended up creating these 8. So I do have some images on Etsy. I was really limited with time. Oh, if I could tell you what the last 30 days have been like for me, but I don't even have time to tell you all that's going on outside of my YouTube channel, but I'll get to that in a future video. But for now, I'm going to focus on these journals and hope that you find inspiration to create your own. But if you don't want to create your own, then I have these for you in my Etsy shop. But like I was saying, the pictures that are on Etsy are kind of limited, so I felt that I needed to do a flip through video to give you more, so that you could, see more of the actual journals, flipping through the pages. The pictures on Etsy just don't do these journals any justice. So I hope this video helps you in either creating your own or hopping on over to my Etsy shop and maybe grabbing one of these. The ones that I'm super proud of, I love all of these. I've been making soft cover journals for a while now. But the ones that I am just super, super proud of are the ones that I hand painted. And I'll show you those in just a moment. Oh, they're up next. I used canvas, just raw canvas, and I took some stencils that were created by Debbie's Design Diary, and I absolutely love how these turned out. I will have Debbie's Design Diary's shop. It is DIY a Go-Go. I'll have that linked down below to show you where I got these stencils, and they are very large stencils. They're meant for home decor, like for decorating walls and maybe making large scale canvases. So then I thought, why don't I have canvas and I have paint, so let's decorate a cover. Oh my gosh, I love these. I almost wish that I would have kept one of these, but I'll probably end up making another one for myself again. But it's all the same. All of the papers are very similar, and they're all bound with hemp twine, I think, except this one. This one I think I used cotton cording, and that is why you see the washi tape down the center, just because the cotton cording was a little bit heavier than the hemp that I used in all of the other journals. And the lining on the inside of all of these journals is so pretty. I tried using, I used different fabrics on the exterior and the interior just to kind of, make it more interesting, but they all coordinate so beautifully. And this one is also gorgeous. I love the look of that orange coral color with the pink. The two look so beautiful together. And then also the turquoise with that like lime yellow color, also beautiful. The ties that I've used for each one of these journals also vary. Some of them are silk and others are satin, but they are all absolutely gorgeous. And they're from, most of these I purchased from a French boutique in Salt Lake called La Petite Maison, one of my favorite shops in Salt Lake County, and that's where most of these ribbons came from. So just absolutely beautiful. So I just love how that stenciled flower turned out on the front cover, and I cannot wait to make more of these. I do have more of these larger stencils from DIY a Go-Go, so I can't wait to play around and maybe create other designs as well. But super beautiful, and these are ready to go. Okay, so now here's the fun part. Each one of these journals in my Etsy shop will include one of these junky kits, and this is only a sample. Each kit will vary slightly, but all of the items will be quite similar. What will not change is the stamp set that is in there and a lot of the ephemera, but like there are only so many things I have of each, and so they'll vary, but only a little bit, okay? So I'm just letting you know they will not be 100% the same, but all of these junky kits will be very similar. And so I think it's a pretty generous little junky kit. Lots of stationery. I love using note paper in my journaling and also blank greeting cards. And there's a variety of things that are going into this kit. There's even some Christmas things in there that, recipe cards, really just all occasion. And I sure hope that if you purchase one of these journals, that you enjoy and that you use all of these little bits and pieces. These are things that I personally use in my journals, and also I use a lot of these items in the junk journals that I make. Random playing cards, affirmation cards, look at these beautiful index cards. So I have, there are some things that I have an excess of, and I want to be able to share these with you. And if you've ever purchased from my Etsy shop, you know that I always try to include, just a bunch of little extra goodies for you that you can play and use in your junk journals. A lot of these notepads I've purchased secondhand. Some of them I have purchased, others have been a gift. And then I'm also including one of my handmade Rolodex cards, and I will put my information on the back of that Rolodex card. And one of my signature little house pockets will also be included in the kit, and they're all going to be different. So I just have to go through my stash and put one in each of the kits, but I sure hope you love it. There's also some ephemera in there that will be kind of travel related, which will be really fun to use in these journals. And then recipe cards, because I love using recipe cards to journal on. And then also a couple of these beautiful postcards, and then an airmail envelope. I purchased these on my last trip to Mexico at a stationery store. Tim Holtz ephemera, also floral die cuts, Tim Holtz tags. So I kind of just went through my supplies. Some of these items are also from Your Creative Studio, and then affirmation cards. There's also scripture cards in here. So many goodies, and these can be used. You can glue them down, you can staple them. There's a vintage bingo card. You can paper clip these. You can create your own tuck spots. You can create more ephemera with these things. So many goodies. I just love the way all of this kind of works together. It's just so much fun. I don't think anyone outside of the junk journal world would understand how fun it is to have all of these odds and ends. And here is a stamp set. This is what I'm including in each one of the kits. I happen to have 8 of these, and so each kit will have one, and it is a winter, Christmas, holiday stamp set. So I think that'll be fun because of the beautiful sentiments. I think that it'll be a very versatile stamp set to use. And then in this cute little organza bag, I've added just some bits and cute little things, random. There's a little cat-shaped paper clip, a metal flower, and then a cute little charm hanging from a bulb pen, some buttons, a flare, some flowers, and then these little rubber embellishments. So just a little, there's a brads, just a random, I just kind of grabbed a little handful of things and put them in the organza bag. And it's just so cute. All of these you can glue down using, I like to use the ultimate glue. That'll really hold your heavier embellishments down. And I'll have my Amazon storefront, the link to my Amazon affiliate storefront in the description area. So if you'd like to see some of the supplies that I use, it'll be there as well. Okay, this is where I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my travel bag. I will have a video coming up soon, you guys, where I'm going to show you how I created my junk journal travel bag. This is just a sneak peek. I know, isn't that terrible? Big teaser moment right here, but I already have my journal tucked away, and I'm going to show you what I've already started in it, and I'm going to put my travel bag away. But you need to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. I'll probably have it in the next few days, okay? I know, that was so bad. Sorry, but I had to create a second video for that. So this is my personal journal, and in it I placed a piece of this fun foam because I plan on doing a lot of stamping in my journal, and the fun foam makes it so that my impressions are even. And so yeah, it really, some of the stamps that I have are from Dollar Tree and they just don't stamp very evenly, but I noticed that when I use the fun foam underneath the paper, the impression came out perfect. So that's why I have that. So look at how beautiful this journal. This is what got it all started. And I started kind of doodling in the first couple of pages. I was testing out some pens, and I just wanted to make sure that the pens I was going to use in my travels worked well with this paper. And you can see how there's a lot going on in the background. But then with my pens, I used Papermate pens, I used a Sharpie marker pen, and also some mild liners. I think that's what they're called. I have one right here. Yeah, Zebra mild liners, and there wasn't a lot of bleed through, which I was really, really surprised. But then the paper that I used for this was a really good quality paper. I'll have that listed in the description area below. This image was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest, and so I drew inspiration and kind of created my own. And then I did some doodling that has really been helping me lately. I've just had a lot of work outside of YouTube with my real estate business, and doodling has really, really been helping me kind of de-stress at the end of the day, and so that's why you'll see a lot of doodling. I grabbed some pictures just to show you how you can use, I'm using these as if they were my own personal photographs. I like to use a lot of photographs in my junk journaling, and you can glue them down, you can paper clip them, you can staple them to the page, however it is that you want. So let's say you used markers and there was a little bleed through on the pages. Don't worry about it, because once you place your photographs or your ephemera down, it's really going to cover it up. And don't worry yourself too much about the doodles. If you doodle like I do on your journals, don't worry if you've covered it up. It was a great exercise. It was a great moment for me to be able to kind of slow down and just focus on the doodle. So I'm okay covering it up because I plan on adding my own personal photographs of my trip, and then I will document and journal all around those photographs. Those cute little lovebirds on the right hand side were also inspired by beautiful images I saw on Pinterest, and Pinterest also has helped me kind of de-stress at the end of the day, and so I gain a lot of inspiration from a lot of the beautiful images on Pinterest, and then I try to make it my own on my journaling pages. So these papers that I have hand dyed myself and stained are perfect backdrops for your journaling. You can still journal over it. There is some subtle script on the right hand side, but once you put your own journaling down, they're not going to interfere with each other, because these are very faint backgrounds. And once you start with your own journaling, your journaling is going to be on the forefront of the journal page. And then plus with your pictures and your receipts and your tickets and, you know, your coffee cup liners, whatever it is that you use, that you collect, it is going to be a beautiful addition to these pages. And if you want to leave these pages alone, you can totally do that. So I'm just showing you here how it is that I will plan on putting my photographs down on the pages. I know myself, I already know that I'm going to have lots of pictures of my trip. And I will try to journal every single day that I'm on my trip. I'm only going to be gone for a week. But I kind of already have an idea of what I'm going to be using and how it is that I journal, you know, my journaling style. And so I'm really looking forward to this trip. So this will be a lot of fun. So I hope this helps you kind of like break a blank page and helps you with your journaling as well. So I'm just going to add my little piece of fun foam back in there. It's not so much like it's not like a cardboard where you can write on it because it is fun foam. It's mainly just for using as a cushion for the stamping. So here I'm bringing back all of the 8 journals again. Thank you so much for being here with me. If I missed anything, please let me know down below. You guys are awesome. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I am so happy that you have spent some time with me today, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.